Hi guys! So welcome to our topic of hedging and derivatives. My approach for today is to discuss the problem solving in the handout. And I will be discussing the theories while I discuss the problem solving. So let's start. The example of a derivative that I discuss in the problem is an option. An option is a contract that gives the holder the right to purchase or sell an asset at a specified price during a definite period at some future time. The example in a problem is a call option is the option to buy. Let's start with the problem. Biko Company uses approximately 200,000 units of raw material in its manufacturing operations. On December 31, 2017, the entity purchased a call option to buy 200,000 units of the raw material on July 1, 2018 at a strike price of 25 pesos per unit. The first question will be, bakit ba si Bicol Company bumili siya ng call option? The reason is because, most likely than not, etong raw material na to, super fluctuating ng value niya sa market. Kaya si Bicol Company, alam niya kasi na there is a possibility that the value of these raw materials will change in the future. Kaya siya bumili ng call option. The question here is, what is the hedge instrument? The hedge instrument here is the call option. The hedging instrument rather is the call option. The hedging item naman, or the hedge item rather, is the raw material. So, yung hedging instrument, yung call option. Because this is the instrument that we will be using to hedge. Ang hine-hedge naman natin, or the hedge item, is the raw material. Okay, so that's already clear. What is the hedge item and what is the hedging instrument? Okay, next. What do we mean by the word strike price? Anong ibig sabihin ng strike price? Ibig sabihin nito, si Bicol Company, he or she has the option to buy the raw materials at 25 pesos per unit. So yun ha, yung strike price, ito na yung specific price na ibig sabihin ng option. So okay, the strike price is the specified price. The next here is the entity paid 20,000 pesos for the call option. The entity designated the call option as a cash flow hedge. Okay, so it means that the option is a cash flow hedge. And one of the characteristics of a cash flow hedge is fair value changes will be accounted for in other comprehensive income. Okay, that is one of the characteristics of a cash flow hedge. So, okay, we already know the given facts. So right now, we will start with the journal entries. On December 1, 2017, the debit call option, 20,000 pesos, we credit cash, 20,000 pesos. Because the assumption here is, we bought the call option. Binili natin yung option. Let's go next. Ang nangyari daw, noong December 31, 2017, yung market price ng raw material naging 28 pesos. The question, is this advantageous or disadvantageous kay Bicol Company? The answer is, this is advantageous. Yamado si Bicol. Kasi, kaya bibilhin niya yung raw materials at 25 pesos lang. Even if the market price is 28 pesos. So meaning, nagka-gain si Bicol. Kasi instead na 28 pesos niyang bibilhin yung mga raw materials, bibilhin niya lang to at 25 pesos kasi meron siyang call option. So that is the logic. So this is a gain. So what we did is 28 pesos minus 25 pesos. Yung 25 pesos, this is the strike price. So the 25 pesos is the strike price times 200,000 pesos. So it means that the value of the call option will already be 600,000 pesos. But remember, di ba, nag-recognize na tayo ng call option during December 1 because this is the date of purchase. So, yung 600,000 na to, we will minus the cost of the option, which is 20,000 pesos. So, kaya, ang nakikita nyo dito, 580,000 pesos lang yung gain. Kasi, 600,000 minus 20,000, so yung gain na lang on December 31, 2017 is 580,000 pesos. So, okay. Let's now go on July 1, 2018. July 1, 2018, at this date, dito bibili si Bicol Company. Let's go first with scenario A. Sa scenario A, let's say that the market price at that time of purchase is 22 pesos. The question will Bicol Company exercise the call option? Will Bicol Company exercise the call option? The answer is, since the exercise price of 25 pesos per unit is higher than the market price, the company is better off not exercising the option to buy. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, kung ang market price 22 pesos, huwag mo na lang i-exercise yung option. Kasi, kung i-exercise mo yung option, lugi ka pa. So, better not exercise the option. So, that's why we record a purchase account with debit purchases 4,400,000. Nakuha natin to by multiplying 22 pesos times 200,000 units. So, equals 4,400,000. And we also credit cash. Kasi, ang ginawa natin, binili na lang natin siya on the market rather than exercising the option. Let's go to the second part. Diba nung December 31, 2017, nag-recognize tayo ng unrealized gain. So, ang gagawin natin is we close that account. We close the unrealized gain account. We also close the call option account. So, we close the call option account. But, remember, we have a loss on call option. So, pag tinatanong, how much is the loss on the option, ang answer dito will be the purchase price. or the cost of the option, which is 20,000 pesos. Bakit yun yung loss? Kasi kung hindi mo naman pala i-exercise yung option, better not buy it, di ba? Kung kaya mo naman pala siyang bilhin at 22 pesos, what is the point of purchasing a call option? So, ang point nito, sayang. Kasi, kung ito lang pala ang mangyayari, hindi mo na lang sana binili yung call option. So, yun. That's why there is a loss on call option. The clarification here is the loss on call option is a PL account. So the loss on call option is a profit or loss account. So that's it. That's the first scenario. Okay, we have the second scenario. What if the market price is 29 pesos on July 1, 2018? So the question now is, will Bicol Company exercise the call option? The answer is yes. Kasi since the exercise price per unit is lower than the market price, the company will exercise the option. Ang ibig sabihin nito, si Bicol Company, panalo siya dito. Kasi ang market price, 29 pesos. Pero mabibili mo for 25 pesos only. 'Di ba? Ano siya? Advantageous siya. Kasi sulit. Nabili mo siya 25 pesos per unit lang. So that's why we record this journal entries. So the first journal entry is to recognize the gain in fair value. So okay, we debit call option, we credit unrealized gain, OCI. Ang tanong, saan nanggaling yung 200,000 pesos dito? The answer is, remember, during December 31, 2017, ang market value niya, 28 pesos. During December 31, 2017. Pero ngayon, ang market price niya, naging 29 pesos. So, di ba, merong gain, unrealized gain. So, 29 minus 28 pesos is equals to 1 peso times 200,000. So, ito na yung entry. We debit call option, 200,000 pesos. We credit unrealized gain, OCI, for 200,000 pesos. So, that's number one. The number two is we will record the purchase. I want to emphasize, ang purchases account, it will be the market price. So, 29 pesos times 200,000 pesos is equals to 5,800,000. Ang point ko, purchases account will always be based on the market price, regardless if you exercise the call option or not. So, always remember na ang purchases, always based siya sa market price. The same way kanina. But, the difference for today is, tingnan natin ang cash. Ang purchases mo, 5,800,000. Pero ang binayad mo lang, 5 million. Anong ibig sabihin ng 5 million na to? This is the exercise price. So, ito na. Binili mo siya, 25 pesos per unit lang. So, that's why, 25 pesos times 200,000 is equals to 5 million pesos. So, this is the reason why 5 million pesos siya. And finally, call option. We also credit this 800,000 pesos. The goal of this transaction is to also close the call option account. So, ang end goal natin after ng purchase, zero na yung call option account. But remember, one of the things that will make this different is this is also recyclable. So, ibig sabihin ng recyclable, from OCI, we reclassify it to profit or loss. From OCI, we reclassify it to profit or loss. So, remember, meron pang unrealized gain account worth 780,000 pesos. So, 580,000 pesos plus 200,000 pesos is equals to 780,000 pesos. So, because of that, we debit unrealized gain, OCI, and we credit gain on call option. So, debit, credit. As you can see, sa mga handouts natin, meron akong nilagay na mga yellow highlights. Yung mga yellow highlights sa mga handouts, these are additional computations or corrections sa past handout. So, for example, dito, yung first handout ko, 750 nakalagay. Pero, I corrected it. So, 780,000 pesos na siya. So, yun. Before we end, let us review what are the characteristics of a derivative and whether or not those things were existing in this problem. So number one, the value of a derivative changes in response to the change in the underlying variable. So yung underlying variable dito, yung market price ng raw material. The answer is yes. 'Di ba? Ang nangyari, kung nag-change yung market price, nag-change din yung call option account. So, number one, this is true. The value of the derivative changes in response to the change in the underlying variable. Correct. Number two, the derivative requires either no initial investment or an initial small investment. Na-meet ba to sa problem? The answer is yes. Kasi ang ginawa ni Bicol Company, nagbayad siya ng 20,000 pesos. So yung 20,000 pesos, this is the initial small investment that we're talking about. So that's correct. Number three, the derivative is readily settled at a future date by a net cash payment. The answer here is also correct. So, makikita natin siya sa journal entries natin. So, for example, ito. Diba, napapansin natin, yung call option, medyo naging factor siya sa journal entry. So, this is true na nasettle natin siya on July 1, 2018 by a net cash payment. So, even if yung purchases 5,800,000, ang binayad natin 5 million pesos lang. Kasi merong call option. So, the condition number 3 is also met. So, I hope guys that after this video, you will already have an idea of how derivatives or how hedging works. Because this will just be the beginning of the many examples or many topics regarding hedging. So I hope na during this time, meron na kayong idea kung bakit kailangan na or why there are some companies that resort to hedging. So that's all guys, and I hope that you understood my topic. Thank you.